When it comes to our channel, I'm going to bring a lot of COO level experience and advice, as well as some sales tactics. In our industry, in professional industries, with finance or anything like that, you got to play the long game when it comes to these things. So we're coming to find. And, one of the things that we do is, and you can see it in one of my previous videos, we value referral partners more than prospects, right? Not more than clients, but more than prospects. What do I mean by that? The referral partner is the tree. The referrals are the fruit that come from the tree. If you stop watering that tree, it's not going to grow any more fruit, right? So you got to keep those relations strong, make them reciprocal, send referrals back and forth, right? But when it comes to the long game, with a prospect, okay, one of the things that I really like to do, that me and my team really like to do, whenever we get on a call, an initial discovery call with a prospect that might need some tax advice, or maybe some accounting, bookkeeping, or any CFO or COO level expertise or advice, just advisory services in general, even. One of the things we like to do is we initially start out the conversation. We might know a little bit about their business, maybe what they do. We may not know anything. Regardless of our knowledge, I say, hey, so tell us what the issue is, or tell us what you're looking for, and tell me a little bit about your business. You'd be amazed that when you ask that question, how long of a response you get. Typically, there's some people I've gotten 10-minute responses from, but typically, you get a good minute or two of very useful information. And people like to talk about themselves. If I get someone talking about themselves, in my mind I'm thinking, this is a slam dunk. They're literally giving me the answers to the test. If you are trying to get someone to use you as their provider of whatever, blank, or to buy a service, you make it about you, that's a turnoff for a lot of people. You have to make it about them. And you'd be amazed, a lot of people selling services, they have such a big ego, or they just don't get it. A lot of CPAs, we stand out, really do. The CPAs that we've met in our time of owning this firm, they don't get it. They really don't understand how to operate as a business, and that's something we've been able to really figure out how to do, based on experience in past industries. But what I'm getting to is in this business you have to play the long game. You got to let people talk. You got to hear people out. If you don't do that, they're going to be really turned off. You don't initially start the call by saying, hey, I can do this, that, or the other thing. These are all the services we provide. Why would I do that when I don't even know what this person wants or needs in their business, right? So asking someone, hey, tell me a little bit about your business. People will talk about their pain. Maybe their pain is, I just don't understand my financials. Okay, well, if I had blurted out at the start of the call and just talked about myself trying to sell them on something, I don't know what I'm doing, because they didn't give me the answers to the test. If I say, hey, tell me about your business, they're going to potentially give me the answers to the test. 9 times out of 10, almost 10 times out of 10, they're going to give me the answers to the test. So I recommend that if you're in an industry like us and you get on a call with a prospect, try and talk about them. They will ask you about yourself. There are some times where my partner and I, we don't even talk about ourselves, and people end up becoming clients just because we heard them out and we give advice based on what they say. If you can prove yourself with your service and your advice that you're giving and your work ethic, a lot of people don't really care where you came from or what you do. They can see it, right? You'd rather see something than have someone say something to you. That's harder to believe. Actions are believable. So that's my recommendation when it comes to playing the long game in a professional services industry such as ours.